Crazy idea or best decision? I booked a cruise on the Amalfi Coast, Italy. But let's see how this journey actually unfolds. First stop, the Blue Grotto. From the outside, it looks like nothing more than a dark cave. But inside, the water glows with a mystical blue light that once made locals believe it was haunted. The question is it truly as magical as the legend says? Then comes the challenge, swimming. Imagine being in the middle of the sea with only basic swimming skills and the water pulling you in. Sounds a little crazy, right? Let's see how I handled it. And finally, Capri, a little paradise that's often called the symbol of love. But for me, it turned into a moment I will never forget. So let's begin this Amalfi Coast cruise, where every turn brings a new surprise. Good morning from Praiano. Let me show you how it's like to wake up in Praiano. It looks like, when you're sitting in front of a laptop in Teams meeting and there's background you can choose, and this is how it looks like, but it's reality. I'm here, I'm in Praiano. It took us about an hour to reach Sorrento harbor. The drive was tough, narrow streets, sharp turns, and barely any space. Parking was the first real challenge of the day. We ended up near the harbor for €50, though you can park in Sorrento center for much less. As we walked from the parking towards the harbor, the first thing I noticed was how alive the place felt. This is Marina Piccola, the main port of Sorrento, where cruises and ferries leave for Capri and the Amalfi Coast. On a clear day, you can even spot Mount Vesuvius across the Bay of Naples. Today's activity is full-day cruise that I booked through GetYourGuide. If you don't know it, it's a travel platform where you can easily find and book tours, activities, and experience all around the world. I've added the link in the description. If you use it, you will even get a little discount. So if you're planning to explore the Amalfi Coast, it might save you time and money. It was actually very difficult to sit in front of the moving speedboat. The boat was so fast and the constant up and down made me a bit nervous. But after a while, I got used to it, and then I really started enjoying the wind and the whole feeling of the ride.
At the moment, it's open. I think it's about 40 minutes. I want to know the cave is the only cave where you have to pay a ticket. This is a museum. The Blue Cave in the past was the private temple and the private swimming pool for Tiberius. Tiberius was the boss. Okay, was the Roman emperor. Okay. And that's the reason that the Blue Cave is very important, very famous. Okay, and the cost for the ticket is €18 per person. He no pay, the baby no pay. It's €18 each, and is a possible seat for maximum of 5 adults for any rowboat. Because for this experience, you have to change the boat. You have to jump on a rowboat. Okay.
We waited almost an hour just to get inside the Blue Grotto. Boats all around us, people lined up on the stairs of Capri, everyone waiting for their turn. Finally, we were told to switch into small rowboats, just a few people at a time.
Here are 6 each, and here are 12 each.
The tickets were about €18 per person, but the real challenge wasn't the price, it was the entry. cave's opening was so low that we had to lie flat with our heads down, hoping not to crash into the rocks. For a moment, it felt like we were slipping into a secret world hidden behind the waves.
Okay, you fixed it up now. Someone go.
For centuries, people feared this place, believing spirits lived in the glowing water. And then, as if to break the silence, the boatmen began to sing. It's a tradition here, classic Neapolitan songs that echo through the grotto, turning the cave into a natural concert hall.
Everybody touch the water, touch the floor, make it
The voices mixed with splash of the oars, rising and falling against the stone walls, haunting, beautiful, unforgettable. For those moments, it felt like the cave itself was alive, listening.
Alright, that was Blue Grotto, a very, very magical experience.
Are you happy? Yeah. Go to the blue cake? Okay. Ladies, now we go for swim. Okay.
On the way, we passed by Punta Carena Lighthouse, standing tall on the cliffs of Capri. It's one of the island's most famous landmarks, guiding ships for over 100 years. Seeing it from the water made the moment even more special, like a sign leading us into the adventure ahead. Next, it was time for swimming, and as you remember, this was one of my biggest challenges of the day. Swimming in the open sea with only basic skills felt like a little scary, but I knew I had to try. It's moments like these that remind me why we travel, to push ourselves a little outside our comfort zone, to see places we have only dreamt about, and to collect memories that stay with us forever.
This is a symbol of Capri, this one.
This was it, the moment I had been building up to all day, jumping straight into the open sea. My heart was racing, the waves looked endless, and for a second I almost hesitated. And then I just went for it, one deep breath, and I jumped. The shock of the cold water hit me first, and my mind was racing. Just stay calm, keep moving, don't fight the waves. I focused on every small moment, just trying to stay afloat, and little by little I realized I was doing it. I was actually swimming in the sea. Reaching back to the boat felt like a victory I will never forget. What scared me at first became my proudest moment of the day. It reminded me that most of our fears lives only in our minds, and the moment we face them, they turn into strength. Sometimes all it takes is one leap to realize how much more we are capable of.
Now I'm standing at one of the wonderful places in Italy. This is symbol of love.
Capri has carried this title for centuries. According to the legend, the island was home to the mythical sirens who lured sailors with their voices. And today, couples still come here to celebrate love. The Faralloni rocks are especially famous. Locals say if you pass through the arch with your partner, your love will last forever. Standing here with the sea all around and this view in front of me, it's easy to understand why Capri is seen as a place of romance and magic.
Now I'm at Capri Island. The boat dropped us and we have 3 hours to explore Capri
There are several ways you can go, either walking, taking the bus, or taking funicular.
If you have watched the video this far and enjoyed it, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. It really helps me keep bringing you more travel stories. And if you want to see how this journey started, check out my day 1 vlog in Italy. I have linked it right here and in the description below. After arriving in Capri, the first thing we did was head straight to a restaurant. We hadn't eaten anything the whole day, and by this time the hunger was real. And of course, we ordered a classic Margherita pizza. Simple, authentic, and honestly the best way to taste Italy in its purest form.
Super. Pure Italian pizza. After eating something, now we are going to walk a little, explore Capri. One of the things that I've noticed that is different in Italy compared to Germany is this free tap water. You can fill drinking water wherever. So I'm going to fill mine.
After eating, we walked through the little streets of Capri and bought some souvenirs. The shops were full of colorful ceramics and the famous Capri lock bells. Locals say these little bells bring good fortune and protect you on your journeys.
We have ice cream, shoes. The line behind me is for funiculars.
There are some buses available if you want to get around Capri, but usually there is a long queue. Otherwise, you can just walk through the narrow streets and enjoy the island at your own pace. There is also a ferry from Naples to Capri that brings people across the Bay of Naples, both with and without a car. So if you are planning your trip, that's another easy way to reach the island.
So after buying souvenir, exploring a bit, it's very hot. I don't want to walk. I'm really tired. So we are just going to relax and enjoy the view instead of running and chasing other views. So now we are going back. We parked our car near the port, and now this bus is taking us to the parking where we can take our car.
And that's how our day in Capri came to an end. From the mystical Blue Grotto to swimming in the sea, and finally walking through the charming streets of this island. It truly lived up to its name as a symbol of love. But this journey doesn't stop here. In my next vlog, I will take you with me to explore the colorful beauty of Positano, the historic charm of Amalfi, and the breathtaking views of Ravello. So if you enjoyed this vlog, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell so you don't miss the next adventure.